You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
And here we go. Hello there. I'm Jasmine Veal, and this is a look at your top stories. Number one, the rain. Southern California is getting a good soaking on this President's Day. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside. The rain, it moved in last night. I could hear it just pounding on the pavement, right? But it really started to pick up steam this morning from Ventura County down to Orange County. No one has been spared from this storm, from all of the rain. So much, though. How much has fallen already? And then for how long? Kcal News meteorologist Olga Spina has been tracking it in our next weather right now.
Yeah, hi, Jasmine. And we have had already some incredible amounts. I'll show you totals in just a moment, but you saw it there. Could barely make out the Santa Monica Pier. We have those raindrops on the lens, and we have a lot of wet weather across Southern California. Right now, actually, it's not too bad. Things are kind of calming down before another wave of heavy rain starts to move in. Here's a look at Ventura County, looking pretty good. It's a little hit and miss out through the LA area, as well as the Inland Empire. Orange County seeing a little bit of wet weather out through Mission Viejo and Laguna Niguel, but a lot of moisture still to our north, and we're seeing also thunderstorm activity for the Central Valley. We've seen lightning strikes, and we have a slight chance here at home of also seeing some thunderstorm activity. So here's what it's going to look like as we head into later tonight. We'll continue to see a few pockets of some moderate to heavy rain. Here we are in the overnight hour. Here comes another batch of very heavy rain moving in, and that's going to be mostly the overnight hours. But as we head into early tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., a lot of people on the roads will see some heavy rain through Orange County and moving into the Inland Empire. In fact, for Orange County and the IE, the heaviest rain for you is expected Tuesday into the early part of Wednesday. As we head into Tuesday night, once again, another wave of very heavy rain starts to move in, where you see yellows, oranges. That indicates those heavy downpours, that high intensity rain. And then Wednesday morning, we start drying out, and we'll continue that pattern as we head into Thursday. So all of us are at least under a flood watch. Some of us now, a lot of LA County also under the stronger flood advisory. And then the strongest, the flash flood warning. That is for parts of LA, from Malibu into Calabasas, the Hollywood Hills, and parts of LA, including the San Fernando Valley, and much of Ventura County, as well as Ventura has seen the brunt of this storm. Flash flood warning in place through 6 o'clock tonight. And look at these totals. Ventura County, Nordoff Ridge, up in the mountains, nearly 7 inches of rain. This is just since yesterday. And other parts of Ventura, over 3 inches of rain. We have Porter Ranch at over 2, and right about 1 1/3 inch, 1.5 for Woodland Hills into Santa Monica. So all of us getting in on this. Again, Orange County and the Inland Empire, you'll be seeing more rain as we head into tomorrow and into early Wednesday. But moderate to heavy rain will continue still through the middle of the week, with a risk of flooding, mudslides, landslides. Everything is already very saturated. High surf along the coastline, as well as the threat of coastal flooding. So wind advisory also with us for parts of LA and into Ventura, some of those mountain areas, Antelope Valley. High surf advisory, again, the biggest surf through Ventura County. We're going to continue with this through Tuesday, and the flood advisory also through Tuesday. And that's going to be for some flooding potentially for some of those low-lying areas, especially during the time of high tide. That's going to be in the morning time tomorrow. High temperatures today. It's a cool one, 50s for most of us, a few low 60s. We'll bump it up a few degrees tomorrow in the low 60s for LA, Inland, Orange County. And then Thursday, we start drying out. We start seeing the sunshine. By Friday, we're close to average temperatures. And then by the weekend, I'm tracking another area of low pressure that could potentially bring us some rain as we head into late in the weekend, but definitely by early next week. For the mountains, temperatures will be in the 40s, and some snow also part of the picture. However, this is high elevation snow, so those mountain passes, including places like the Grapevine, not expected to get accumulations of snow. This is really going to be mostly about the rain and the potential for flooding, landslides and mudslides, as we are coming off of another very big atmospheric river event just about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And here we go again. Jasmine.
That's right. In developing news right now, LA City Fire just provided an update on the situation there in Beverly Glen, which saw serious damage during the previous storm. Some homes slipping down the hillside. Well, initially 3 homes were red tagged, but today fire officials say that number has jumped to 7 homes red tagged. 11 homes are yellow tagged, which means that the structure sustained moderate damage. The jump in numbers comes after 44 homes there were inspected. All right, let's take a live look now at the LA River right here in Studio City. It is full. As with any storm, this normally dry riverbed, it quickly just fills up with water as it rushes out to prevent flooding and right out into the ocean. Let's go to Rancho Palos Verdes, where some residents are on edge as the storm increases the landslide concerns. In fact, LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn is urging Governor Newsom to visit the area and observe the situation for himself. Kcal's Michelle Gilly has more from what's being done there to protect property and people.
So we're getting some pretty steady rain here in Rancho Palos Verdes. LA Supervisor Janice Hahn has come up to this Seaview neighborhood, Dauntless and Exultant Drive, the area where several homes have been affected quite a bit by a landslide that apparently has been slowly moving for decades, but now has been accelerated as a result of the recent storms. There's a lot of plastic that is out here, sandbags, not only in the front of some of these properties, but also on the hillsides behind them. And as I walk down the street here, and it's quite uneven because the land underneath it has caused the streets to buckle and to shift. But as we walk down one of the streets, you can see what the construction crews have done to divert water out of the gutter and onto the street. And there are all kinds of pipes here that are carrying the mud and water to other places to obviously keep the properties as dry as possible. But as the rain falls today, that being President's Day, Monday, and expected for tomorrow and perhaps Wednesday, there is great concern for this particular area in Rancho Palos Verdes.
I know some serious concerns there, but on a lighter note, not everyone is very impressed with all this rain at all. Laura Linden posted some video on social media showing her big German Shepherd named Z. Look at him sitting with her nose out of an open door there in Santa Monica. Linden wrote, German Shepherd negotiations, staying dry in the storm, but being outside in her happy place, just a little bit of her nose sticking out so she can breathe the fresh air. It's pretty cute. I know. My dog hates the rain, too. Won't even move. New today, we have members of the California Faculty Association who have voted to approve a new contract agreement with the California State University. The CFA represents more than 29,000 faculty members, lecturers, librarians, counselors, and coaches. California State University has 23 campuses across the state. The union said 76% of voting members approved the agreement. The union said the agreement provides a 10% salary increase by July, increased paid family leave from 6 to 10 weeks, and a process for making gender-inclusive restrooms and lactation spaces more easily accessible. The deal must still be approved by the CSU Board of Trustees. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thank you so much for joining us. Olga will be back at 3:30 with another update here on the rain, and we'll be back live at 4 o'clock here on CBS News Los Angeles.
Driving in Southern California can be, well, slow.
Kcal traffic keeps you moving.
With the where, when, and which way to go.
Be prepared for now and what's next. Next traffic on Kcal News.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.